Okay, we're ready.
Alright, being 9 o'clock, we'll call our meeting to order. Have roll call, please.
Bobbit.
Here.
Wrong.
Here.
Cass.
Here.
We do have a quorum. Max, would you lead us in prayer this morning?
Yes, I will. Bow your heads. Dear Lord and Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, dear Lord. We thank you for all the blessings that you bestowed upon us. We thank you for the sunshine, the rain, the seed time, and the harvest that we've experienced. We thank you for all the blessings that you showered onto us. We ask that you watch over us, protect us, help us all to return home to our families safely. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please stand for the salute to our flag, please. Salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I acknowledge that the agenda was properly posted in accordance to the open meeting act.
Consider and act on approval of minutes for December 10th, 2018 regular meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Hess moves, Ronk seconds, to approve the minutes for the December 10th, 2018 regular meeting. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Abstain.
Wrong.
Right.
Cass.
Aye.
Motion carries. Comments on the public, from the public on the below agenda item A through M. Any comments? None. Item A, transfer of appropriations.
None.
Purchase orders and travel claims review.
Move to review.
Second.
Long moved, has seconds to review payment of purchase orders and travel claims. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Right.
Cass.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carried unanimously.
I need to start putting this before the PM.
You normally do.
Yeah, this is the first time you did that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Prior to. Yeah, it's 14. Here's, it says it's 13.
I missed that.
13.
Oh, we know it. Sure did.
Okay.
I wondered if there should be a blanket or not for the newspaper.
I think we've gone over that before. Okay, these two.
Yeah, I like to do that.
Alrighty.
Cindy, any idea why this is a cutoff notice on the
What is it?
Well, it
gas
said-
bill for the,
They cashed it though, so that's,
oh,
so they shouldn't have cut off.
yeah. Okay.
Due December the 19th, so yeah,
Yeah.
that may be.
So,
Okay. I guess it's all right to go buy your candy for a parade and charge it.
I don't know, so. I talked to the auditor about that when they were here, and they said that was not a good idea.
It was
why didn't they put that in writing then?
Well, I
We
guess
should
if I
not
don't
be
sign
buying, the county should not buy candy or food or things like that unless it's served to the public.
it. Well, I know Jerry Schaefer bought the stuff to cook for his employees one time when they was in a snowstorm.
Right. And it was at night.
It was at night,
Mhm.
and it was illegal.
Yeah.
He had to pay for it all himself.
Well, then, hand me that back, please. I just wish they'd put that stuff in black and white for us. And
Oh, come on, say it.
well, no.
Last
The
chance.
only thing we're doing here is we're not approving or disapproving of what's going on. We're just simply agreeing or disagreeing that the money is there and if it was properly encumbered.
And he also asked me specifically on that. I said, well, we're told that we're not approving whether it's being spent. I said, we're the Board of County Commissioners. I said, either we're overseeing it or not. I said, I don't understand what that. He said, no, when you sign off, you're approving that it's, as far as you know, it's a correct expenditure. He asked me who told us that, and I said, I believe it was an auditor.
It was Cheryl Wilson.
And she-
No, it was excuse me. It was our new state auditor and inspector, Cindy Bird, that said that.
He said, no, he said, when you're signing off on it, you're signing off that that is a legitimate expense for the county, as far as what you can tell without doing any in-depth on it.
That's the deal. You get conflicting
Yeah, that's right.
stories, and
That's true.
you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This still goes in that sheriff one.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me back up here. But we can properly pay for TV for prisoners.
Yeah.
Well, and like he said just candy in general, not.
And coffee
Candy.
and candy.
Candy just shouldn't be, he said, even if it's on a desk or anything, he said, that's not a good plan.
Is this going to shit? Yeah.
Yeah, sheriff.
Yeah.
This will be the last one.
Okay.
Buy food and TV for the prisoners.
Yeah.
So the fairgrounds are paid in full. Up to
Well, they will be, yeah,
Up.
after the end of the.
Yeah, I think there's still 25 some that's
Yes.
owed, but they haven't invoiced for it yet.
And that's the construction company.
Well, before,
They haven't invoiced.
well, before we pay it, we need to make sure that lien's off there from Stolehan.
It is.
It's off?
Mhm.
I
Okay.
called Stolen and it's, yeah.
Well, I need to check with Mindy then, because it was filed in our office, I mean, the release has been filed.
Well, it may not have gone through the proper channels there, but
But
as far as
it's getting
Stolen, yeah,
Okay,
Stolen is concerned, it's,
But
but till we get that filed, well, I don't think we should release the money, till I make sure it's,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, they haven't even invoiced it yet anyway.
Yeah. the longer they wait, the better, because they don't have the money quite yet for that anyway. They won't have the money.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have a couple of, should.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, you want?
I would.
I'll clean these other two up and buy it in there. Those are the last two for that.
Okay, I'll put them right underneath here, and you can keep it going.
Okay.
Christine's crossing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just wanted to-
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
So, yeah.
Yes. Yep. Oh. What am I supposed to do with this?
I guess I just assumed it was a blanket, because I seen this one here, that you have it signed. Sorry.
I was wrong.
Yes. I was looking at this with that one there when I handed you that one.
This is the same one, isn't it?
Huh?
Yeah, there's nothing to be done.
What am I doing? Okay, forget it. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
He's
sorry.
testing you.
I don't know what I'm doing. Believe that. Seeing if you're watching me.
Yeah, I'm barely awake.
I don't even know who won the football game last night. Did you watch it?
No, our Friday night got home from basketball game and turned the TV on. The DirecTV deals to have some sort of code, and so I called it in and they said, let's try this. And that didn't work, and I said, okay, we're going to send somebody out. So
Ah,
it's been a very peaceful couple of days.
I bet.
I gave you time to do all the honeydews, Jane. You wanted to do.
Don't think. Yes, yes, and go ahead. No, he has not signed it. He hadn't brought it back down yet, but we're supposed to call him. Okay, you cut out, Donnie. What'd you say? Okay, it's repeat that again. 1492062. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. She's getting it.
I mean, that's just a copy that signed off on it.
Okay, 1492602. 062. Okay. Yes, I'm looking at it right now. It says 602. Supposed to be. Okay, I will mark. Okay, I will mark through that and initial beside it what it's supposed to be, and then we'll go ahead and go from there and bring it back. Put a revised application back on Monday, or well, it's going to be Wednesday's agenda. No, of next week.
26.
26th, December 26th. Okay, okay. Okay, that'll be great. Thank you. Yeah, you bet. Bye-bye.
Put on agenda for a revised ETR application.
Yes. And this figure right here is 1492602, and it's supposed to be 1492062.
So we're not gonna approve that one then?
Well,
Are you
no.
just gonna mark it through and
I'm-
initial it?
I'm going to mark through it and initial
It'll
it.
be 3 copies, I think, or max.
Okay. And I'm going to write above it 1492062. And I'm going to just, that's the correct amount, okay? And they'll have to go through, I'll have to take this back and they'll have to rewrite it and send it back through and we'll sign it Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay.
But-
So,
So we can approve it now.
so you don't wanna approve it now?
Well, I do want to approve it now. I want to change the date and go ahead and approve it and
Okay.
then send it back and we can sign it.
Okay, so, but it won't need to come back because we'll have the correct.
Well, that's true
So it
too.
doesn't need to come back.
He may not have thought of that.
He maybe he thought we weren't gonna approve it at all.
That
Yeah,
may
so
be.
we'll just correct those and then, yeah, then I don't think we'll need it again.
But did Steven sign off on this yet?
No, I mean, I sent it up the day I got them from Elise. I sent everything up the day I got them. And I
And
told
he
him
ain't
on
here
Friday,
today.
no, but we're supposed to call him, so I don't know if you want to ask him. I mean, I don't know what to do. I told him I really needed that stuff. I
Yeah,
talked to him on
because we were
Friday.
taking it back to your meeting on Wednesday, right?
Yes.
It needs to go in. So I guess, can we approve it subject to the approval of the ADA and then if he
Yeah, that's what
says it's okay or something?
I'm thinking.
Okay. Let's see, we need a motion to.
I make a motion to approve purchase orders and travel claims.
Second.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the payment of purchase orders and travel claims. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
I move to approve blanket purchase order.
I'll second that.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to approve blanket orders as presented. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
Okay, I have not. I didn't sign any of them, okay?
right, when we were down that
Yeah.
item.
On this financial, did you guys have an opportunity to look at it?
I did not.
Did you, Max? Did you have an opportunity to look at it?
No.
No. Oh, let's put it on for next week. No action.
Are you going to look at it this week so we can get it sent off to the state auditor's office?
Yes, I will.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't mean you, Adam. I didn't mean you. I meant the other two.
I've already looked at it.
Okay, so Max?
Yeah.
And I don't know that we need to approve it. I think we just need to acknowledge it.
Well, you gotta sign it, so doesn't that mean
Is there a
approval?
statute that says, okay, can you give me a copy of that statute?
I don't know what statute it is, Cindy, but it is, the auditors want it signed before it comes to them. So,
If you could find that statute and send it to me. I
you don't have to sign it, I'll send it in
I
now.
didn't know if we needed to just acknowledge it. I just was curious, that's all.
Yeah, I know, we've never had to fill one out
No.
before, and now we've got a template for it, so.
So, yeah, just ask them if we need to acknowledge it, if you would.
You'd think they'd send a copy of the statute, but
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and they may have with that template, I'll look.
Thank you.
Mhm.
P-card payment from November 2018, $79.99. That is for,
she got that Microsoft Office.
yes, that's it, Microsoft Office, yeah.
I did stand here.
Page and sends VOCC. That was your
I'd make a motion to
Okay.
approve
submission.
it.
Give it to her.
Second.
Bobbit moves, Ronk seconded to approve the P-card payment for November 2018 for $79.99 at the Microsoft Office. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
All ayes, motion carries unanimously.
Did I approve the blankets?
I moved and you seconded.
you seconded.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Appointment for deputies for District 3, naming Dean Buck first deputy, Dean Hall second deputy, and Sherry Yulberg as third deputy.
Move to approve.
Second.
Ronk moved, has seconded to appoint the first, second, third deputies for District 3, Dean Buck, Dean Hall, and Sherry Yulberg. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
You want me to get Steven on the phone?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to acknowledge that has to be approved since she found that?
I did find this,
Oh.
that was when she submitted.
Oh, is this back on the
That's on.
financial?
Financial statement. I gave it to you.
No, well, as long as they haven't reviewed it, though, they haven't looked at it.
I understand that. You were asking whether it
Oh,
needed to be
okay.
approved
Steven,
or,
Yes.
hi, it's Cindy. We're in the board meeting and we're on the agenda item on Pat's resignation. Can you step out?
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Go ahead.
there's a whole packet.
Okay.
All right, we had a letter, where is the letter? Sorry. We have a letter from District 3 Commissioner Pat Ronk. Dear Grant County officials and employees, it's been my pleasure to serve the voters of Grant County since 2015. I'm very proud of all we've accomplished for the county in such a short amount of time. I'm tendering my resignation as District 3 County Commissioner effective December 31st, 2018, and will not be sworn in for another term in January. I have met many committed and talented people in my time as Commissioner. The opportunity to work with and to work for the citizens of Grant County is something I will always appreciate. Sincerely, Pat Long. With that, I looked up the statutes, and Oklahoma Statute Title 26 talks about that you have to notify the governor of a vacancy. And that governor has to call for the vacancy within 30 days after the last day. So if he's resigning December 31st, we need to notify the governor so that they can call for
And this is what Robin.
vacancy sometime in January. They have to be called for the election, and they have to do a special election, yeah.
It's a special election. Looking at the statute, it looks like since it's effective in the future, that I think Pat Ronk has the ability to withdraw that resignation up to that point. But I called the governor's office on Friday, and they never did call me back about who to contact in their office. So hopefully they'll call me back. And then, the governor calls a special election, and that position remains vacant until it's filled by the special election.
Okay, so we will send that letter on to. So do we need to send that letter now, or do we need to wait till January to send it?
I think we need to go ahead and notify him now so that the governor's office knows what's going on. And then if Pat Ronk decides that he wants to withdraw it before the December 31st date, then we notify the governor of that. But yeah, I mean, they're a big office that, they've got lots of stuff that's going on. So the sooner we get them notified, the sooner that, they can take the steps to call the special election and get everything fixed.
Okay, that's what we will do then.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Can you hold on just a second?
Stephen, that we sent an ETR contract up to your office for you to look at. It's a standard ETR contract like we normally we have when we borrow the money through the ETR fund over there at the CED. We did find out this morning that the number was wrong on the front of the page, and they're aware of it, and they're going to change that and send it back to us. But I marked through it, wrote the correct number above it, and initialed that, and we was going to go ahead and approve that with the caveat that you sign off on it. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds reasonable.
Okay. Thank you, Stephen.
What about, can you ask him about the state contract on ComData, which is the next item after that?
What do we need to ask you?
Just, it was the one-page state contract thing, but since it's a contract, he hasn't signed off on it, but I do have a copy of it. Is he?
Did you have a chance to look at the statewide contract between Grant County and ComData that's on our fuel cards?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
Okay.
We probably better
I'll
look
just
on
put
that.
that.
Okay, thank you, Stephen.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
Okay, with
Item
that,
G. Yeah.
I would make a motion that we write a letter to the governor's office.
I think we just forward that. Okay, I guess we ought to write one and say, see attached letter.
Do you want me to get you another copy?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah, put the attached letter to that.
To that.
On the pretty one.
Okay.
Okay.
I would make a motion then that we draft a little letter stating that we have received a letter of resignation, which we have included into this, and forward that to the governor's office, or send it to the governor's office, and stating we would like direction as to how to proceed.
Okay, so your motion is to draft a letter to the governor's office and accepting the resignation from Pat Ronk as District 3 Commissioner, and asking the governor to move forward with the Oklahoma statute to fill the vacancy.
Yes, that is correct.
I'll second that. So Hess moved, Bobbit seconded, all in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Contract agreement, ETR fund for District 1. This is some X.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I move to accept the contract, or approve the contract agreement for District 1, Clyde Road project.
I'll second that.
So Ronk moves, Hess seconds to approve the ETR funding approval per Stephen Young's conversation that he was good with that, with the amount changed to $1,492,062. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. So next, we probably ought to all sign off on that, where you initial that as well, everything.
Yes, that would be good. That would be extra documentation. That would be fantastic.
Any idea when that might be coming in, Matt?
Do I?
That extra money, any idea when that might be coming?
No, I'm not sure, Penny, because with the state,
Okay,
I have been told 3 different dates
okay.
already.
If you find out when, let me know so I can make sure we're
I
okay.
will.
Cool.
I will.
Thanks.
Okay. Now, when we talked about doing the other thing that we went over and listened to.
Cedars and ICS.
Cedars, yes,
Mhm.
yes. Does that help us here?
It does help us,
Okay.
but I like to notify them anyways to know it's coming.
Well, I heard through the grapevine last week that the last date that I heard is not going to be the date it happens.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I said I've got 3 different dates.
That's
that
fine.
have been told.
I hear you.
When I hear for sure, I will let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see. And the next item is a statewide contract between Grant County and Comdata.
Can we go ahead and establish I do have
Yeah,
on there
we
to
can.
establish
Yeah, we
the
can do
card.
part of it.
holders
Yeah,
and
we
who the
can-
limits are.
you have the statewide contract between Grant County and Comdata and establishment of card holders and dollar limits. So we can establish the card holders and dollar limits on that.
And basically, here's the forms that they sent me, and I need to know how much do we want overall maximum total spending, and then how much per card holder, and then.
So, and this would be extras. Now, doesn't have to be any training attached to this one, like the P-card.
Mm-mm.
No training.
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
yeah.
So, and this is something we're wanting to use though for our,
Emergency.
services and our, and these cards stay with the vehicle, not the person.
Well, and that's one of the questions
Okay.
on the very last page is, do you want them to be? Do you want vehicle or driver cards?
Oh, okay. Do you want fuel maintenance, fuel?
I think you still want vehicles.
The only thing, I don't know, Matt, what do you, with your emergency services pickup, the problem is leaving it in there, do you ever, I don't know how you do that.
Well, Stephen suggested that we,
Do the people have vehicle or what?
well, he wanted us to set up some guidelines. And we know that Cindy, when she researched this and we talked, and I got major counties policy and stuff, but we never did have developed our own policy for sure about that. But I think it's better that we do it with the vehicle.
So
Leave
who's
the-
gonna be responsible? I'm driving the vehicle and I leave the card in there. You get ready to drive the vehicle and the card isn't there.
Well, I don't know. And that's where it's better off if you have it, one person in charge of that.
Yeah, if you have it where the card doesn't, maybe it's tied to a vehicle, but it doesn't stay in the vehicle physically,
Right.
it stays in a locked safe or box or something. You know, that's, like at our shop, what we're gonna do is Paul's got a lock box and he's gonna keep the cards in there. You know, but the problem is you're on the road and a snowstorm comes up and, oh, I can't get home. Or I have a flat tire.
Right, how's somebody
How
else
do you,
gonna
how,
get
how,
that?
you don't have the card, so do you pick the card up every time you get in that vehicle? I suppose that's what you do.
Well, that's why we thought it would be better to go ahead and leave the card in the vehicle. Then it was accessible. But, you know, if you have that and you have, we could put a box in the vehicle
With a combination.
with a combination lock. And so somebody would have to have the combination lock to be able to get the card out. And if
That might be a good idea or something.
I've thought about that. I think I like that idea better than issuing the different cards.
Yeah, that probably is good. But I think we need it for fuel and maintenance, because if you're out on the road, you have a flat
Yeah.
tire, you need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I do too.
Or 2
And
quarts of oil.
I
Yeah.
think a $2,000 limit is
Yeah.
sufficient. Now, you know, it's just like going out west. When we go out there with the task force, we get there, we have to fuel up then. We get ready to fuel up before we come home.
Well, now you're gonna have to, here's the problem with that, if you tie it to that vehicle, you can't go fill up that fleet of vehicles.
Well, yes, you can.
You can? Okay.
Well, the way I understand it is
Okay.
you're gonna have a purchasing, that power, that's the power to purchase, okay? It's tied to that vehicle. It makes one person responsible, one vehicle responsible.
Okay.
Then you go through and it'd be just like me filling up whatever truck, you know.
Yeah, all the fire trucks. You got
Yes.
your water truck, you got your fire truck, you got your first responder vehicle. So you got 3 vehicles there, and plus your vehicle that your
Right.
your primary vehicle. So you
Right.
got 4 vehicles. So,
So
you're gonna fill up
You're
all 4 of them.
you're gonna make a ticket and you're gonna charge it all to that card.
Okay.
And it's just gonna be like one, like if I come in there with a semi, I can fill up or do whatever. But it also, if I run a tire, we run a tire and you wanna purchase a tire, it's gonna go on that card as a maintenance. That's what I'm saying. When we say 2,000, which I got to thinking about what Cindy had asked me about fuel, about the limit, you know.
Is that a one-time limit, a month limit?
That's what part of what you need to determine. I need to
Okay.
ask that question.
What is the question asked? But I'm saying that, you know, 2,000, 3,000 is like a 3,000 limit would be at the max. But what I got to thinking about, Cindy, after we talked about that, if we go out there and we fill up with fuel and we stay there and we get ready to come again, I think we ought to make it like a 2,000 limit, but make it
Is that
per day.
a daily limit or,
Okay.
I guess. I'm
Okay,
just
so
wondering-
yeah, you can have it prompt like your trip ID and odometer, or your vehicle ID and odometer, your cardholder ID and odometer, your odometer only, or nothing. And I think, I don't know, right now, like on my farmer's grain one, you go in there and you have to put your vehicle number
Yeah.
and your odometer for vehicles, and we put hours on equipment like our graders, you know, because we keep hours. So that's what we do.
You said the first one was trip.
Yeah, trip ID, you can only have a maximum of 2, so you can have trip ID and an odometer. So a trip, I suppose, would be like you'd put in the,
Well, what I'm saying is you could do what we're saying on the card as a trip and odometer. My vehicle is 7,500 miles today, and I go out there and it's 7,700 miles, you know.
so that
But you could include everything else on the trip part. Because you're gonna have more fuel
I
than what you are.
don't know that you want to do an odometer reading on those anyway, because you may be sitting and staging for 18 hours and with your vehicle running, and it looks like, oh, this normally gets 10 miles a gallon, now it's getting 3.
Yeah.
It looks like something's up when there's really not. So if you've got an hour meter, you need to do that,
Well, here's
or
the
nothing at all.
This is, you can do nothing, but every one of them has an odometer reading. But I think what you do on that odometer reading will be on your main vehicle, but then what you do on your ticket is you go get your
Your fuel.
odometer off of your truck one is the odometer in your truck. The thing about this is what that's for. You're not going to use this except for emergencies. So this isn't going to be able to track your miles per gallon or your hours per
That's what I'm
gallon.
saying, go with the trip and the odometer. That way, okay, this is a trip to Woodward. I put 275 miles on the vehicle 1. Then fuel, you used 217 gallons of fuel. That's what you spend.
Well, how about your card holder ID? So your card holder ID, card holder, that would be a number though.
Okay,
let's
use that for your vehicle or your number of your person that's going to use it. Like I could be 001 or.
Yeah, I think something like that, and then we know who it is when you slide that card. You know who it is.
Okay.
I think you ought to have your card holder
Put that
ID
under the
so that you would be
responsibility.
you'd be 001 and you use that card, and you'd be 002, and if you use that same card, you got to put your number in.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
you slid it and not you. And then I
That
did
ties it to
three.
the incident commander and
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I think so. So
I like
think
that.
we want.
I like that.
So we want the card holder ID. That's number 3. Card holder ID and the odometer.
You can't really. The odometer is good, but you can't really go by any averages on that
No.
because
Right.
it's going to be so
No,
weird.
I think you're right, but they don't give us a choice.
But at least you got checks and balances
So
that way.
some type.
And most of the time you'll have witnesses too.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so Cindy, what you need is, so on the monthly spending, that's what would, on the
It's
card,
monthly.
well, there's a whole bunch of pages, Max. The
Okay.
first one is monthly spending. So you can put,
Like, what do we want for our overall?
so for all the county,
What's the
wow.
maximum
you
we
know,
can?
Yeah.
25,000 or something like that. Then your profile users, and you have Cindy and Max and Paul and Brandon on here because you knew those. So
I took you off. I had you on there this morning before I printed out. Well, I'll take that off, but yeah, I just knew that those probably would be ones that would. But I just needed to know, or you all provide me a list of the people that need a card or whatever
Okay.
once we sign the contract.
So for right, I mean, we can, because you've got a deal here where you can go in and add more, right?
Yes. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
so we
can
could
order
start
more
with, so we could start with that.
Mhm.
And so then you've got to, so you'll know our the email addresses, you'll know
Yeah.
the phone numbers.
Yeah.
So then that we have. Then over here is your, so your customer ID number. That's the number you need to assign us.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess you'll need to
So I'll
assign
do
that
all
and
that,
then. and-
Well, we could use districts.
Well, then, like-
2 or 3.
So you'd have like I don't know, you'll need to find out if we can have letters and
Yeah, like
number,
if
or
we could do
number,
01-1.
like D2-01,
Yeah,
D2-02, and
Yeah,
D3,
okay, I'll
and
find
then EM.
You can write that on there. I-
Okay, so see if
Fine.
you can find like D1-01,
Yeah.
D1-02,
Yeah.
D2-01.
01. Yeah.
D-
Yeah. that makes
You'll
sense.
have to ask them if you can do that.
Yeah. If not, I'll devise a thing where we
And
can
then
identify.
EM would be emergency,
Yeah.
01, and,
Yeah. So on. So
that'd be EM would be emergency manager, then you want ES emergency services next, so you'd have one in that, for that vehicle too.
Yeah.
See, that's a different
Yeah.
entity,
Right.
so
Very
emergency services would be 01.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
it's gonna help you on your billing.
Well, how about
so when you-
I'll set up a little thing and then I'll send it out for you guys to look at it.
Okay.
And if I need to change anything, then I can.
Okay, okay, and then I think the per day action would be like 2,000 daily
Per card.
per card.
Okay.
Per
Yeah.
card.
Card
Yeah,
daily.
I like that.
And make sure it's for
Fuel
maintenance
and
and maintenance.
Okay.
And then, the
Card holder ID /
Do you really
odometer.
think $2,000 is enough?
Well, it's just like, that's what I was making a point about the ESA. You go out there, you got that card out there, you go out there and you fill up when you get there, then you get ready to fill up during the night if you're
During
fighting
the
fire.
incident,
You may have to fill up then, and then turn around, and then something happens, you run over something and blow out 2 or 4 tires, which could happen on.
that 2,000 will cover that.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if it ought to be like 5,000.
Well,
Well, we could have different limits for different people, and you can
Yeah.
always change it too if
we
it's
could
not.
we could make the ESA card.
A
or-
5,000 one maybe.
Well, the county might be. I can't see that us going.
No,
over
I
that.
can't. The only time we would have ever used it so far is, you're traveling out of your area and you need fuel because you don't have
Yeah.
to get home.
And that's $200
Yeah.
or less.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I see what you're saying, Pat, but then again, I could see like the ESA maybe being 3 or 4 or 5,000 at the. You're never going to use 5,000. I don't think.
No, but
No.
I think you also want to. Would part of the point of this be allowing our volunteer fire departments to be able to use them too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're part of the strike team.
Yeah, and I mean, because Medford Fire Department may want.
So we could have.
Well, we're gonna
I guess
have to
we
be
need to
careful.
reach out to
We're
them.
gonna have to, we're gonna have to be careful there. And the only reason I say that is because we have a hard enough time with them on their purchasing
I
procedures.
know. It's just
So, but right now, if they're on the strike team, and they each send 1 or 2 vehicles, every department does when we go on that
Right.
strike team, and that's gonna where it's gonna fall under the ESA. If they have a blowout out there, it's gonna be covered under ESA with the fuel.
Yeah. I'd say $2,000 is good enough.
it'd be a good start anyway.
Yeah.
And,
We
and she
we
can change that, so she can
Yeah,
change
we
it.
could
So-
change
So
it.
let's start out with 2,000.
Okay.
2,000 per day with what on the map, and then for the whole county, 50,000.
Yeah, and if it's per day, that ought to be good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that gives you some guidance on
Yes.
that, and then we can approve it when we get it all put together, if that's okay?
Yes.
Alrighty. Alright.
Do you want to? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, then that
we'll
will
approve
give you,
it once I get it all.
yeah, once you get it all
Gotcha.
put together in case something else comes up that
Okay.
you need more information on, alright. Okay, Grant County Health Department maintenance contracts with CDOT Communications, telephone communication.
That's up in Stephen's office as well, which when I talked to him about that, it's $3,700, but it is that they're wanting to change out the phone systems. So he said it's probably best that he sign off on it, but he hasn't yet.
Well, then I'm not, well, no
Sorry.
action, Stephen has, okay? Okay, acknowledge a fair improvement, repayment to general contingency, payment number 3, paid in full, $1 million. So they had $10,731.30 in there, and their final payment was $5,207.83. So
Yeah, and that still leaves money, a little money in the bank for them,
Yeah.
and they'll get the monthly.
we so acknowledge that. Item L, update on security door for the Associate District Judge's Office.
And Scott said he was going to be down here for that. She said nothing. He did say nothing. Really nothing to wait on. Let's see.
We could call him and do it on a conference.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
just call him here on this phone
Okay.
and we'll just have him, see if you can get him on the phone.
Here's some,
have reached.
What he had said to me this morning was something about he was waiting on Tim. Tim's been gone because his wife is ill, and something to do with phone line drops or something. That was pretty much what he, because I mentioned it to Scott this morning, it was on the agenda, and he had told me it was computer, so I don't know if he had something up.
Okay. Alright, you probably need to hang that up.
Sorry.
Okay. Put it on next week's. Road crossing permit. This is in your
Yep.
district?
Yep.
Good with it?
Move to approve.
Second.
Ronk moved, has seconded to approve road crossing permit 440-2018 with Sim Gas. The permanent line,
Yeah, the border road.
Bourne Road.
And I'd like to also put in there in the minutes that the road will be closed tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow the 6th, is it tomorrow? 18th?
Yes.
Oh, they're not
yes.
boring it, they're cutting it.
Or yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
They're cutting it, yeah. And so the 16th and excuse me, 18th and 19th.
Wow, that's.
And then which road are they closing?
It's B7, be Cole Road, just east of 790.
Okay. Do I have a second? Oh, let's see. Ron moves, has seconded to approve it. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Ron.
Right.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
Just that 1 mile section will be closed for those 2 days.
Was that from you?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want it, it's okay. Do you want it? It's just on the repayment. Oh, okay. I'm just cleaning it up.
Oh, I didn't call Alex and find out the other.
Oh,
I texted her. real
Oh,
quick.
okay.
While we're on road crossing permits, we talked about redoing those.
Yeah.
This is just my thoughts on this. Like they wanted to just do a verbal and let us go ahead and get this done. I'm almost, and I understand that sometimes business needs to be taken care of in a prompt manner. I would almost wonder if the permit fee shouldn't double. If they want a commissioner to just stick their neck out there for tomorrow, for instance, or later today, that's just something you guys can ponder a little bit. I think it would kind of help them plan a little bit better.
Yes.
Give another cup of coffee.
That's a good idea.
Are we done with these?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Good food.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll help or not, but it's
You call them and they're a third party. I mean,
Yeah.
they think we try to let them all know that it's a board action. It's not a commissioner's.
sure
It's not a
decision.
commissioner's decision.
You
It's a
bet.
board action.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand if an emergency, something blew out and.
Oh, yeah.
There's
There's-
reasons, but just because.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for those comments. New business. Susan?
no.
Max?
I don't have anything.
I have none.
I don't know. Commissioner's comments. Max?
My road project is still going. They have been out there doing hydrovacing along that road. And last week I spent quite a bit of time trying to get hold of landowners to tell there's easements along part of that road on the west side. There's 2 parcels that doesn't have easements. But we found out that we might ought to check on the east side of the road, and sure enough, one of the parcels is permitted on the east side of the road. So we think that that water line must change sides of the road. We don't know that for sure. They're supposed to be back out there today doing more hydrovacing. But Joe Blueball showed and met with Jason out there, and he showed him where it was, a line was at where he exposed. He has bought or changed ground with Genesis Stemrod. Now they split that quarter. Joe owns 80 acres of it now, and she owns 80 acres of it. And Joe knew where that line was at, so he was very gracious and helped identify where that line was at and stuff. Got that done. We're still mowing and hauling shale, and we've been taking out some trees. I've been contacted by, last week was the week. Everybody seems to be wanting something else to do or done or whatever. I was contacted by several people about wanting to remove more trees, and we're in the process of getting fence lines identified, property lines identified, and that kind of stuff. So we've been busy hauling shale. I've had 2 trucks down. We had a valve come apart and spread contaminants through through the air system, and so now we're waiting on kits to rebuild the cylinders and the trailers. We put a new valve on, and some more contaminants got into it and hurt the valve, so we had to order another one. Now they think that we can rebuild the valves, so we're in the process of getting the equipment, the kits to rebuild that. Outside of that, that's about it. Turned off a little nicer weather now, so.
We are, of course, it's getting closer to Christmas, so everybody's trying to get their time used up before the end of the year so they don't lose it. So we're kind of down 3 or 4 people at least this week, and then it's next to nothing for a few days next week. Sandridge has piled up a bunch of shale and rock on about 3 different oil field locations that we're working on trying to get that stuff loaded up and put out on roads. Some of it's pretty good stuff, and some of it's pretty marginal stuff. So we're just doing with it what we can. Doing that, we're kind of along the same lines. We're trying to get some mowing done and tree trimming and everything else. As I stated in my letter, it has been a great pleasure and an honor to serve as District 3 Commissioner. I will still be in the Commissioner aspect until the end of the day on December 31st, as per my term when I was sworn in. At that time, I will not be. I'll be rejoining the private sector. Sure appreciate everybody's patience and kindness and thoughts and everything else. And that being said, we will be gone for Christmas next week, and I will not be at this meeting on Wednesday. And that's all I've got.
Alright, we got a lot of road projects going on as well, still mowing. I don't know if you'll ever get caught up, at least we hope to get it all mowed before it greens up again. So mowing and hauling shale. We've still got a grader down, trying to get that put back together to get it going again. The conference I attended last week was a really good meeting. Had the opportunity to visit the border. We went, had a 10-mile line there that we were able to drive, and on the backside of Tijuana where the caravan brokered over the fence and came through there, we saw that area and what they're doing. we also got to view 8 prototype, their prototype walls, different walls that they put. It's all made out of cement and iron, rebar. Some of them are 18 to 30 feet tall and 6 feet below the ground to help keep people from tunneling under it and stuff. Of course, the wall it looks more like a fence than it does a wall that you can't see. Some of them you can see through, some are actually a wall. But won't have to be on the whole area because some of the terrain through that area is just, mountains and hills that they can't breach. But the Border Patrol agents that were actually on site during that breach, and as always, they said the media did not correctly portray that like that's news, that the media didn't get it right. So it was very interesting in the different things that they deal with day in and day out. We also got to tour the connecting the unconnected is a big thing going on that NACO's doing now. They have a 211 call center, and they have about 6,000 different services that you can call in, whether you're somebody that needs food, or if you need medical help, or if you're a veteran. They will get you to the right people. It's all non-profit, and they'll get you to wherever the food pantries, or help you with transportation to see your doctor, or whatever it is. It's really a good program. It also helps them with their 911 calls, because a lot of people have a tendency to call 911 when it's not really an emergency. They just need help. So they've got a 211, which has taken a lot of pressure.
Is this national?
It is, yes, I was looking it up. I'm going to try it here in Oklahoma. I think ours is probably out of Oklahoma City. I'm going to see if it works. I haven't had time to check that, but Oklahoma is one of them that says we do have a 211 call center, but I will be experimenting with that this week and see what we have on that. We all know that the Farm Bill got signed. It went through the Senate on the 11th and through the House on the 12th, and it's waiting to be signed by the President. Probably I would bet that'll happen this week, if not today. A few changes in there. 75% of the money in the Farm Bill is for SNAP, or food stamps as we call it. So, but it did pass, so that's good news. A lot of other work going on. So with that, that's about all I've got to say. Bring it back item number 10.
I make a motion we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Yes, moved. Ronk seconded to adjourn at 10:15. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Yes.
Aye.
All ayes. Motion carries. We are officially adjourned.